Here. And what we're going to do is I went to wheelofnames.com. I put in some names. So I have gray only, blue only, green only, blue only, green only. You're going to hear those twice. Then we have some of the weapons like Torg, Vladoff, TDR, Maliwan, and Jacob, and then gray only again. So if it picks gray only, then unfortunately I will have to do a gray playthrough. If it picks blue only, then I will have to do a blue playthrough. And if it does green only, then I will have to do a green playthrough. And if it picks a weapon, then I have to play with those weapons. I would like for it to be Jacob. I guess I could just play a Jacob only playthrough, but let's just see what this wheel does. And we're waiting. And looks like it's going to be green. Green only. Alright, not to be too bad right there. Might be a little hard later on to find green only weapons. Let's at least try to beat the game on green only. And of course, you know, it could be subject to change, but we're gonna really stick to it. We're gonna stick to it.
So, you want to hear a story, huh?
Not in particular, no.
Yeah, old Marcus still has a few tales to tell. And this one, this is the start of
I think I already heard that, so we're just gonna skip through that. Alright, so we're going to go green only. Looks like we have a choice between 50-50. Oh. Substitute, I don't want to do that. Road Knights. So. I think I'll click him. I have no idea. Onslaught. Punch things to death. Forge axes. Sword resistor. Ammo equipped with swords incoming damage used to the enemy. Hmm. Outfits a foregone ship. Absorbs incoming damage. And I keep that. Surge might be useful for single player, actually. Maybe he's got a... Isn't that the same thing as... Huh. But I switched it. Huh. If I know anything about Borderlands, usually it's the person that has the and it's actually taking a little bit harder for me to figure out which one I want. I think we'll go. I don't know, if we're gonna have a green only, it might be better to have the dog. Judging by how much more there is to read on that description, in this description, yeah, that kind of tells me that that's the one to pick with. Energy blast, that kind of deal. Right. See, like that tells me that that's like the more descriptive it is, to me tells me that it's better to pick that. While active, he also gains an increase in shield, movement speed, and gun damage. God, grief, now I'm having trouble figuring out which one I want to do. Hmm. Hmm. It's just a plastic energy though. Oh, that could be pretty useful. I think we're gonna go with him.
That one.
Hey,
All right.
calmate. Where are we going, Fender?
The timekeeper thinks you could be of use. Me?
Bust his head.
I'd rather kill you.
That is not a unique character trait, amigo. There is a 3-month waiting list.
Alright, now I wish I chose somebody else.
Oh.
Tempting.
I wish I chose
I
somebody
do
else.
only
I don't like his
command.
voice.
Come on, I need some motivation for when I kill you. They'll never know.
That's where you're wrong. He's always watching. Time to bolt.
We could have made something special!
What use is a Vault Hunter? You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Who would you be?
My name is my use. The ones who gave it to me called me Timekeeper. Now you may have had free will out there in the myriad galaxies, but here, on Kairos, you exist in my universe. You will obey my will, and you'll serve the use I have for you.
Good luck we've had.
Luck? We don't have that here either. Humans need a stronger hand than luck to keep them deterministic. Like any domesticated animal, they must be tagged, tracked, and when necessary, shoved back into place. This bolt is that guiding hand. My hand. On your neck forever. There. The bolt is part of you now. You are no longer a Vault Hunter. I have a new use for you. And once that use is done, I can offer you a life in my order. Comfortable. Peaceful.
I'm not the peaceful end type.
Then you should have gone out guns blazing when you had the chance.
Alright.
Really hope I just blew up the right room. Echo, see anyone alive in there?
Right here.
Hell yeah. Echo, boot up their HUD so they can check for injuries. I'm RJ. I'm a Vault Hunter with the Crimson Resistance.
Hopefully that's a green gun. Or gray.
Come on,
Because
let's
we
get out
can't
of here.
use anything else!
Whole place
What kind of gun is this?
going into lockdown.
Make a tour. It's gray! Sweet. Alright.
Come on! So is my intel right? Are you a Vault Hunter too?
Nope.
See, I am Rafa. Hey, not complaining, but why are you helping me?
The Crimson Resistance is gonna free this whole planet. I figured we could use all the Vault Hunters we can get. Guards are onto us. Take them out!
Okay. Get that help. sensitivity could be turned up a little bit. Let's see. Controls. Where's the sensitivity at? Cursor. Can we turn cursor off? Let's see here. Controls. Mix sensitivity. Assist. Echoes. Horizontal audiences. Let's just turn that up. Just 10. 10. And then presets. Right. A little better. Not much better, but. Oh, Japanese turned on finally. Maybe I should turn the subtitles back on. Audio. Everything's accessibility. Show subtitles. Wow.
さっきの何なんだ。あいつらはシンスっていうタイムキーパーのロボット兵だ。気味悪いよな。本当に刑務所なのか？雰囲気的には高級ホテルのロビーだ。
At least this is better than having to hear him
オーダーって組織はこういうのが好きなんだ。その上何もかも規則通りに動かしたがる人間もな。カイロに降りたやつはみんなここに来る羽目になる。
Probably not gonna get a whole lot of people to Oh, that's him. Man, I went down really fast. Alright. See here. It's great. We can keep that. Ooh, green. Finally. Let's take it. Put that. I'm noticing that's a little slow on the switching. Oh, nothing here. Loot goblin activated. I don't know. I don't mind if I do. Playing the video game. Hey, we have modes. SMG mode. This doesn't have a mode. Revolvers are always my favorite things to play with in Borderlands. And the aim assist was not good. Aim assist? Well, I like my aim assist. It just feels like you're fighting to turn. I wonder if that's like a little frame rate. This is a PS5 Pro, by the way. There is no Pro upgrade. So, you know, that $700 you spent on the Pro is not worth it. No. It's funny because this game was advertised originally with PlayStation 5 Pro, but then it didn't get no Pro special treatment, I'm guessing. I mean, I won't really know until Digital Foundry or IGN does their graphical performance video. Grapple! I wonder where they got this idea from. Wait, you gotta... Alright, towards... Okay. There we go. Alright. I'm glad they brought that back. It's nice to have that window back. I do... Okay, like, I wish that on Borderlands, instead of it just being 4 here, when you bring up this window, it could be 2 over, like 2 on each side, kind of like in, kind of like in, Fallout. That's what I was thinking. Fallout. There you go. I like Japanese. Watch a lot of anime with subtitles. Especially with my child. Trying to teach him a little Japanese. My brother-in-law was over earlier and learned Japanese. Going to Japan. Of course, he's been classical toxic Filipino, asking for money. He didn't ask it for me in English, but like with my wife. Such a toxic trait in the Philippines. Family members always want to like ask for money and are so willing to like, you know, do it. Like, hey, listen, you got like $50? I know you worked very hard and it takes about a whole entire week for you to make that, but like, I could really use it, you know. Once I get this gig going, you know, I'll make it back. What was there? Alright, now why can't you grapple onto every little thing? I mean, yeah, I guess you could grapple up there and like do that, but like to me, you should be able to grapple onto most things in the world. I'm not really impressed by the visuals, if I'm going to be entirely honest. I thought that the visuals in 3 were great, especially on PlayStation 5. I don't see why they had to go to Unreal Engine 5, other than maybe like the open world side. But to me, I preferred. I think that they could have done something with Unreal Engine 5 and still gotten like the enemy variety. same. I mean, to me, the enemy variety is not that big right here. I'm getting. We'll see when it gets to the open world. I mean, like, when you compare this to almost like Battle to Borderlands 2, and you're like, you know, freeing crap, and you're fighting those bully mongs. You always have something like coming in, flying in. I feel like what the overall is going to be for me, like I'll give another opinion of this game when I'm done with it. But to me, I think like the gunplay might be better so far. Oh, you want me to kill the little baby? Oh, no. Now you know it's woke. Like gunplay will be good. I mean, the loot will probably be better. But in my personal opinion, I think the reason why the loot would be better and the gunplay would be better is because all the stuff we have with AI and how like AI models can be like, oh yeah, let's make it ever so slightly better here, ever so slightly better there. Here's your variants, you know. Versus how it was back in the day, like those had to be handcrafted, handmade, and so they didn't feel too different. Although I don't think AI really does a great job at variety. But that's just my experience with like ChatGPT and the keys, all of them that are out there. I do think that AI is a little inflated and overrated. Like people try to make it sound like it's gonna do every little thing. I don't know about that one, to be honest with you. I feel like eventually AI will just kind of reach a point of like not being like, I don't think it's going to get to general intelligence. I think that they can replicate general intelligence, but it won't actually be general intelligence. And what I mean by that is they'll be like, hey, do you have thoughts and feelings? And they'll just be like, yes, I totally have thoughts and feelings. And in reality, it's like they didn't have thoughts and feelings. Just read a lot of books without understanding what those books were about, you know. I think that some people out there will always tell you like, oh, it's general intelligence without understanding what makes you human being. I do think one day we will have robots like this right here, but I don't know. In my lifetime, we'll see. You know, when I think about, I don't know why I'm having this conversation. I guess I'm trying to entertain people. But when I think about the future and robots and stuff like that, like there's the possibility of it being very dark and bleak. You know, corporate overlords. You know, we do get some money, but it's only enough to survive. Like you can't go on a holiday without having to like make major cuts in your diet or something stupid like that. Because even if there is some sort of like universal basic income, it's kind of like take for example in America, like if you're on assistance, when you're like on disability or like something like that, you're only really making like what $900 a month. You know, it's not like you're making like a crap ton of money. You know. Echo 4. You know, you get the $900 a month, and you get like food stamps. You know, that's different. You get allowance on food. You know, it's still not the same thing as having the freedom of like having a job. Because when you have a job, guess what? You can go buy sodas and things like that. You know, buy junk food. You probably shouldn't be buying these things, but it's your life, your choice, you know. But should the American taxpayer pay for you being unhealthy? Probably not. You know, you don't need to be a burden on the system later on by being a fat bastard. I think I'm supposed to go up here and do something. Probably would have known to have done that if I didn't have it in Japanese. Okay, I can see it. That's okay, whatever. Alright, well we'll go with green because green's probably the best thing. All this stuff is levelable. We'll take it so we can sell it. Alright, man, I'm getting hungry. I only had like 2 pieces of bacon, a little bit of egg, and some rice. I'd kill for some bread right about now. One of the problems with living in the Philippines is you don't have a whole lot of options when it comes to, you know, American food. Yeah, you can't, like, I mean, if you live, like, somewhere expensive, you know, in a fancy condo, in a fancy downtown area, yeah, you will have those options, but they're not really good. I guess what I mean is, like, I want the option of being able to make my own food. And I do make good food, but it's all Asian-inspired. Like, oh, I made fried rice. Oh, I made Korean, you know, food. They all killed each other. I'm sure it's some sort of like metaphor for Amazon work or something like that. A lot of people will hate on the jokes in number 3 and number 2. I just felt like the jokes in number 2 and number 3 were like eh, versus the jokes in 3 were, I mean, 2 which were like extremely funny. Gray over here, when it has 2 grays together, awfully looks like a purple. I think I don't even have to. I have no scope points. It's the inventory. Let's go to backpack. And all these are literally the same. I guess we're going to really find out if I know what I'm talking about. Because most of these are level 1, I'm not even gonna like bother reading them, to be honest with you. Bell jump. Oh, we got some iridium. Nice. I'm not gonna bother buying anything. Level 1. I typically don't buy anything until I get to level 30. Oh, free gun. Imagine this gun is like actually pretty nice. SMG mode. All the exact same for stuff. Eef. That was a bad cutscene. So predictable. Why'd you park it where they can see it? I'd much rather go to the Jacobs. Down again? Where's the gap? There it is. The reload takes a little bit longer than I would like. I don't know if this does. Get that crit. Uh-oh. Yeah. You know the game's on medium. Usually I play games on easy, unless there is some sort of difficulty trophy. Finally! Nice. Blues that I can't use. Let's go into our inventory. Alright, let's try to see... Are these... That's pistols. Okay, well at least they were just pistols. Mark as junk. Mark as junk. What was this? Let's go to the backpack. Have that junk. Do I have a grenade? Is that a grenade though? Alright, so since I am going to go green only, I think what I want to do is just make sure I have as many points as humanly possible into this one particular skill tree. Gains, increase reload speed. I do like a good reload speed. Hold square to revive your ally. Yeah, I'm gonna end this a little bit. I'm getting hungry.
ありがとな。さあ早くここから出ないとタイムキーパーに。ああ！もう遅い。何すんだ。そう。私は常に見ている。新しいボルトハンターがどの程度使えるのか知りたかったのでな。それ。こうするのは実に楽しい。無理やり手を汚させるのはな。エコー醤油キャンの行こう。くそだね。アージェイ大丈夫か。アージェイ。ボルトハンターとは何か。役立たずだ。やめろ。
Okay. And I don't know. Might have to go back to English. We'll see. I don't know. Japanese is kind of interesting. Not really super keeping up with the story though, to be honest with you. See, that doesn't look that great. Like, did we? And then it pops in, but that plastic's not that good. Like, I really now want to almost go back to 3 and watch some of those cutscenes. Oh no, not that, but actually not being sufferable in Japanese.
おやおや、あなた、救世主では？遠い星から来た選ばれしヒーローなのでは？ちょっと、どうなんです？天から前へ降りた。ヒーローかと聞いてるんです。早く答えてください。
There we go. Alright, so how come the cutscenes are worse than the actual game? I guess the cutscenes are loading in the game? It's so weird. And you cannot convince me that that looks any better than that of the Borderlands 3 right there. Look at like the far away. To me, when next gen is next gen, it's when you can see blades of grass off over there. And you don't have things like that AOC flashing over there. There's too much talking. I don't want to take your tour. このビーチに人材センターを設置したのは景色が綺麗だからであって決して遭難したり怖かったからではありません。最近は志願者も少なくてでも時間の問題でしたね。本当に待ちわびましたよ。ホットドッグをどうぞ。 These are not hot dog spells, but...
で、どう見てもバッテリーだろう。サービスなんですよ。サービスなんだから喜んでください。まったく失礼だ。いいですか？こっちだって苦労してるんです。上等なソーセージは階段を進んだとこにいる最古なリッパーたちに全部食べられてしまったんです。ああ、落ち着けって。リッパーは俺が何とかしてやる。本当ですか？ああ、いえ、その自主性があって本当にいい新入りですね。それではこちらに来てください。目指すはあのオーダーの古い電波塔です。あそこから星全体に勧誘メッセージを流すつもりでしたが、リッパーが私を分解しようとするのでエレベーターに乗れませんでした。
We'll follow him. And then after I follow him, I'm getting off and gonna go get something to eat.
上を見てください。空飛ぶリッパーです。星空がデスティン。また見しゃりましたね。まったくご苦労様です。リッパーを倒すのです新入り。
Okay, so much.
最強ロボが手下と共にパーティーをしましたよ。ママ。
Oh, level 3.
貴様全否定してやろうぜ。
それは怖い。
次の死体はあんただ。
いついかなる時も全ての問題を解決するのは暴力と決まってますからね。さあエレベーターはこちらですよ。
Alright. I think from here we're going to save for the stores.